You guys have been terrific. You know, at the beginning, they said that if we were going to visit schools, that people would not be, students like yourselves, would not be receptive to this issue, because it is kind of a yucky subject. You know, nobody wants to think about what's going to happen to them after they die. It's a yucky subject, you know. But what I can see in this auditorium today, and the reception that Chris has got, it's not a yucky subject, right? No. What do we think about organ and tissue donations? Do we support it? Your school, along with hundreds of other schools right across our beautiful country, are supporting organ and tissue donations. Together, we are going to address this shortage. Together, the country is going to hear the youth. Do you understand that? The youth, because the youth is going to become the voice of our country. Does everybody agree?
And since I've gone through the prairies, I haven't seen too many Italians, so...
Thanks for what you're doing for everybody.
Thank you very much, Norman, and thank you for
And
your lives.
here's the pin of the Sparwood Line Club.
Thank you. And I promise we won't be spending this on the females.
If you do,
If I do.
think of me.
George Marcello. Did I say it right?
You said it right. And she's the mother of the 20-year-old that was killed in a car accident.
George Marcello.
Today's the first week since we all heard the tragic news in America. We can just take a moment to recognize some people that could possibly still be alive today, and all the ones that have passed away and the families that are grieving, and also to acknowledge all the heroes. We can just take that moment now, please.
This is why I'm screaming at each community to get their attention.
Well, that's what's got to be done. We got to go into the malls, we got to go into the schools, we got to go into the churches.
Do we want to solve this issue or don't we? Because it's solvable. Stop shuffling our feet. And let's get into business with saving lives now.
Quick call to encourage you and all who are working with you in your efforts.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prime Minister. We are so grateful that you have made this call.
Well, I know it's a great cause, and I know you've put a lot of effort into it. Today is a good day, so I just want to congratulate you and pass on my encouragement and my best to everybody you're working with today. Congratulations.
Thank you, Prime Minister. And we're going to end with a little chant that we're going to do, and it goes something like this. When I say organ, you say donate. Organ.
Donate!
When I say tissue, you say donate. Tissue.
Donate!
Donate your organs. Let's go. Donate your tissues. Let's go. Prime Minister, God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
He said it's nice of you not to swear at him.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, that could have been Billy. That could have been my friend Billy.
George, I'm talking to your good-looking sister. I wish I could see her, so I'm gonna send you some kisses over the phone in the video. For you, babe.
Tell her I'm recording this.
He's recording these, so he's gonna send them to you.
It's our host, Mr. Val
and Joanne.
Joanne.
Hi. I got you tuned into Toronto. The best food in Canada right here.
The best. That's
and
right.
The view to go with it.
That's right.
When we got ready to make our first step I was looking to see if I can see Ottawa from where I was standing. And I couldn't see it. And then I started thinking, Ottawa's a long way. And I had to kill that frame of mind because I don't think we'd be able to accomplish it thinking, when are we going to reach Ottawa? When are we going to reach Ottawa? So the frame of mind that we both got into was, well, you know what? We're going to do it step by step.
For the last 250 days, George has been on the road telling Canadians about the shortage of organ donations. And
well, actually, today is day 252.
Or what you're calling your Life Savers Act. And this is a way that you formulated over 20 years of dealing with these issues. You're an organ transplant donor yourself.
Recipient, yes.
Yeah, a recipient, not a donor, a recipient, of course. Yeah, right. And you're in fine health today?
I walked across Canada.
Hello, it's 10:15 here in our studio in Vatican City. I'm Laura Angela Bagnetto. I'm sitting next to a man who has crossed one of the world's longest land masses on foot. Before I introduce him, let me give some background to his Herculean effort. George, a fellow North American from Canada, is in the studio with me right now. Hi, and welcome to Rome. Thanks for coming by.
Hi, thank you for having me here today. Really excited to be here.
I know that you're in Rome visiting with your friends from IDO, the organ donation organization for the region of Lazio. But you were also able to meet another ardent supporter of organ donation, namely Pope John Paul II.
I think right now, on a world level, there isn't enough attention brought to organ and tissue donations, you know.
So what would you tell our listeners out there today? What could you give them to food for thought to think about?
Well, what I wanted to say to everybody is that thinking and making this decision helps to save up to 8 people's lives. 8 people can get saved if you're making this decision. Mm-hmm. And just think of that, you know. Right now, that person that made that decision for me is my hero. Making a decision like this. So this opportunity should be known and presented to everyone in the whole world, you know.
Well, this is definitely food for thought. I want to thank you so much for coming here today to talk to us about organ donation, and I know that our listeners are going to have something to think about for the rest of the day. Thank you so much, and continued good luck and good health, because you look great.
Well, thank you very much, Laura Angela. And I didn't get to see how the Oakland athletics were doing. But I know they were doing good.
Oh, so. Good. I'm glad. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Step by step.
Now, personally, why you?
Well, besides being insane,
second lease on life.
I was extremely fortunate. The family that made that decision did it under a very difficult situation, and because of that decision, my life was saved and 5 others. 5 years ago, I had my funeral planned, and I didn't think I was going to be around here much longer. You know, every day is a blessing for me, and if anything I can do, despite, you know, all some of the challenges I go through, it's worth it. It's worth it to get this message to people and to possibly play a part in helping to save those 4,000 people that are presently on the waiting list. It's very worth it. That had their children lost to them through a very tragic situations. And that's why we want to, if I could get everybody's consent, to carry this act, this bill, or whatever it turns out to be, in their memories. Just to remind people, because yes, there is a lot of states, countries that are looking to see how Ontario does with this. I've been in contact with most of them. So they're paying attention to this. So we can pave the road right here in Ontario. We can do it here if we got the cooperation of the government and then our stakeholders with the medical community and everybody else. We could make this happen, and it will be successful if we make it happen. Also, my good friend Rene Chabot, who we are saying looks like a young Premier Charest.
I would like to, and I know Mr. Cusano has been working very hard, and we have the utmost confidence that he will lead the way. And on behalf of everybody here, Kelly, the father, Merle Roberts, the film director, of course, Christopher, our leader, we want to thank you for this pleasant morning. Thank you.
All right, George. Tell me, George, how you holding up?
I feel still good. I mean, the weather's been pretty unkind to me the first month and a half. I've had real scorchers and electrical storms following me, and mosquitoes from another planet.
Thank you for coming out here. This is Khalat Khatib from Palestine. In 2005, in Jenin, Palestine, his young brother, 11-year-old brother Ahmed, was accidentally killed by an Israeli soldier. Afterwards, the family donated his organs to 5 Israeli children. 5 Israeli children are alive today because of this tremendous act. Khaled has been carrying this torch since March 2nd in Kenora. He's gone through 50 cities and towns in Ontario. He put on a pair of skates in Dryden, Ontario, and loves hockey. He also loves Led Zeppelin. Anyways, they became best friends. She needed a double lung transplant. He was carrying the torch for her. And on April 6th in Kingston, we surprised him with the news that she had received her double lung, and he started crying. That's what kind of young man. Because his tears, I said, Colin, your tears are going to save that much more people. So, please listen to your principal. Help us to register more people. Right now, there's 2.4 million people registered in Ontario, but Windsor is one of the lowest. Now, you can't have that. You can't have that. You have to have Windsor go to the top. And it's up to you guys to do it. You have to Twitter, Facebook, everyone. Our link, torchoflife.com or beadonor.ca, and ask everybody to register in the city. From now on, you are the ambassadors for organ and tissue donations. All right?
And if you have a vision to try and get something done, you'll fall into 2 categories. When it gets too hard or it gets too, you'll just give up. But if you have a little bit of insanity in your life, then you might stick it through. So there's no other way to explain right now how I got this done, except that I'm a little crazy.